Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we are totally decoding the IT support ladder to give you a clear, hype-free map to level up your career. Look, if you've ever felt like you're just stuck in this endless loop of resetting passwords, and you really want to know exactly what it takes to break out and move into advanced engineering, well, you are absolutely in the right place. Okay, so let's kick things off with a massive point of confusion. Why does the industry just throw around job titles like help desk, technical support, and expert engineering so interchangeably? Seriously, it leaves newcomers completely lost. You might look at a job board and see an opening for IT support that basically demands advanced cloud architecture skills, while another posting with that exact same title just wants you to help people connect their phones to the office Wi-Fi. It's wild. Well, the answer to all that chaos actually lies in something called the ITIL support tier system. It's this globally recognized framework that organizes everything into a highly structured escalation model. Think of it kind of like a hospital triage system. It divides IT support into specific levels based purely on how complex an issue is. And this is absolutely critical, right? Because it prevents a company's top tier surgeons, their most expensive, highly trained engineers, from spending half their day handing out band aids and doing password resets, while making sure everyday users still get immediate help for those basic issues. So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. First, we'll look at IT support tier confusion. Then, level 1, the front line. After that, level 2, deep technical ownership. Then we'll cover level 3, the system architects. And finally, moving up, a real roadmap. All right, section 1, IT support tier confusion. Why escalation matters. Check out this crazy stat. When an organization actually takes the time to clearly define these support levels, meaning everyone knows exactly what level 1 handles versus what level 2 handles, ticket resolution speeds up by 30 to 40%. No joke. Clear tier definitions completely prevent bottlenecks. Without this structure, simple requests just get stuck in a queue behind incredibly complex network failures. So understanding these tiers isn't just about figuring out your own job title, it's literally fundamental to how a modern IT operation functions. Moving on to section 2, level 1, the front line, scope, tools, and triage. This is that critical first line of defense, where 70 to 80% of all support tickets are handled. So, looking at these real job description snippets, we can see what level 1 actually is. A top tier L1 tech isn't just sitting there mindlessly reading from a script. They are actively gathering vital context. Sure, they handle basic troubleshooting, your printer setups, account unlocks, things like that, and they run preset diagnostics and categorize issues perfectly. But most importantly, they act as the ultimate gatekeeper. If they can't fix it right then and there, they document the symptoms so flawlessly that when the ticket goes up the ladder, the next engineer has literally everything they need to start working immediately. And here's the absolute goal for level 1, empowerment, not just deflection. You want a really high first contact resolution, or FCR rate. That means your frontline team is empowered to actually fix the issues on their very first try without bouncing the user around to 5 different departments. You aren't just trying to pass the buck, you're trying to solve the problem quickly and effectively so the user feels genuinely supported right out of the gate. Now, this perfectly illustrates the really sharp contrast in scope when you move up the ladder. Level 1 is all about those quick resolutions, typically taking 5 to 15 minutes, relying on basic triage. But level 2? That's where you throw out the script entirely. You start digging deep into system logs, debugging APIs, and tackling issues that could take hours or even days to resolve. Which brings us to section 3, level 2, deep technical ownership, beyond the basics. Okay, at this rung of the ladder, the training wheels officially come off. Employers expect you to have the real deal skills to handle complex configuration fixes and analyze network behavior. You're looking at things like DNS issues, VPN tunnels, and firewall access. Plus, you'll need some basic scripting chops. Think PowerShell, Python, or Bash to simplify repetitive tasks. And you're going to find yourself investigating things like why an application's API is suddenly failing or why a database keeps timing out. I really love this quote from our sources. Tier 2 applies analytical problem solving to diagnose root causes. This shift right here, from just reactively applying a quick band-aid to actual analytical problem solving, is exactly what makes level 2 the tactical core of the entire support organization. You aren't just making the error message go away for the day. You're figuring out why the error popped up in the first place. All right, let's keep climbing. Section 4, level 3, the system architects. engineering long-term solutions. At level 3, the job changes completely. It's a whole new ballgame. You are no longer just fixing what's currently broken, you are proactively managing incidents before they even happen. You're doing deep root cause analysis for major infrastructure failures, redesigning whole system architectures, and making advanced code level interventions. You are predicting what might break next month and doing the capacity planning today to make sure the system can handle it. Because modern IT environments are insanely complex, we're talking hybrid clouds, legacy systems, very niche vendor tools. These level 3 experts often have to create solutions from absolute scratch. They absorb the absolute highest risk work and collaborate directly with software developers and network architects to make sure the rest of the help desk doesn't just drown in systemic failures. So, now for the fun part. Section 5, Moving Up, a real roadmap, building your portfolio. You know what the tiers are, but how do you actually make the climb yourself? Let's turn all this theory into an actionable plan. Inspired by real-world progressions from everyday IT over to site reliability engineering, here is a super practical 18-month timeline. Look at month 1. It's all about the fundamentals. Master the ticketing system and nail your customer communication. By month 6, you should be knocking out foundational certifications. By month 12, you pivot to specialized skills. Start getting your hands dirty with log analysis and basic Python or PowerShell. And finally, by month 18, you should be actively building a documented portfolio of complex escalations that you've successfully resolved. That is what perfectly positions you to transition into a level 2 or SRE role. Now, regarding those certifications we just mentioned, you've got to have a strategy. Don't just treat them as a box to check. A winning strategy means leveraging these credentials into real career advancement. Start by mastering the basics with CompTIA A+ or ITIL Foundation, then push into the technical deep end with Network Plus or Security Plus. But ultimately, your goal is to stack credentials. Combining something like ITIL with SRE or DevOps certifications brilliantly bridges traditional IT service management with those highly sought-after modern engineering practices. Honestly, you might want to grab a screenshot of this slide right here because this table is the ultimate cheat sheet for the whole IT support ladder. Just to recap, Level 1 handles 5 to 15-minute basic troubleshooting. Level 2 owns those advanced diagnostics taking hours or days. And Level 3 tackles full architectural system redesigns that take weeks. This is your map. I want to leave you with a pretty provocative question to think about when it comes to your own career trajectory. Are you treating your IT career as just a box to check, or are you treating it as a ladder to climb? I really encourage you to use the structured tiers and that 18-month roadmap we laid out in this explainer to stop just reacting to tickets and start planning your next intentional move upwards. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.